My name is Sophia. Right now, I am filling out my final release form. Today is the day I complete my prison sentence. Standing outside is a man, my biological second brother, Vincent.
Mom and Dad sent me to take you home. You've suffered these 3 years. The family will make it up to you.
They didn't know that I have reborn. In my previous life, they tricked me like this. Brought me back to the family, made me take the fall for the fake daughter, Chloe. In the end, I was humiliated and killed by the thugs she sent. In this life, I will make them die by my hands.
Stop. If you don't come back to our family, where will you go?
I push open the prison gate and step outside. The early summer sun stings my eyes. 3 years without sunlight, I almost forgot that sunlight has warmth. A pure black Maybach pulls up in front of me.
Sophia, Alexander sent me to pick you up.
I get in without a second thought. Through the rearview mirror, I see Vincent rush out of the prison gate, staring in shock as the multi-million-dollar luxury car drives away. In the courtyard, a man in a black custom suit stands with his back to me, admiring a maple tree.
Alexander, Sophia is here.
He slowly turns around. Sunlight spills from behind him, gilding his outline. Alexander, a business legend. But no one knows that his success today is all thanks to me.
What do you think of this villa?
This is the top luxury area in the city. The garden design is by a master.
You like it? Then it's yours. Consider it a welcome gift for our official partnership.
That's quite a generous offer, Alexander. Aren't you afraid I'll sell it and run?
The money you helped me earn while you were still in prison could buy 10 of these villas and still have plenty left. Besides, your family is our common enemy.
I extend my hand. Happy cooperation. Meanwhile, my family villa is in chaos.
What? She got into someone else's car? Does this girl have any respect for this family?
Dad, don't be angry. It's all my fault. If I hadn't been so foolish back then, she wouldn't have.
I remember. That's Alexander's car. I saw it at a financial summit last month.
What? Alexander?
The next day, I arrive at the city square. Chloe, arm in arm with Vincent, is picking out a limited edition gown. I walk over slowly. I'll take this one. Vincent and Chloe turn around at the same time.
Sophia? What are you doing here?
You won't come home? Are you still blaming me? If it will make you feel better, you can hit me.
I look at her pitiful act and almost laugh out loud. I walk up to Chloe and raise my hand. I slap her.
Sophia?
You're the one who told me to hit you. What, now you're playing the victim? Vincent charges at me in a rage, but Chloe stops him.
Sophia didn't mean it. Don't blame her. I need a sprayuvingen.
Sophia, you mannerless bitch!
Mannerless? Where would a child abandoned by her own parents and raised in the countryside learn manners? I turn and leave, leaving them standing there with faces pale as paper. I arrive at a top private clinic. Earlier at the square, a sales clerk fainted. Her name is Nicola. In my previous life, she was the one who collected my body. I help Nicola into the lobby and say to Johnny, the director, who rushes over, use the best medical team.
Arranged as you requested. May I ask, What is that young lady to you?
I don't answer, just glance at him. Johnny immediately falls silent. The young nurses stare wide-eyed. This is Johnny, who dares to snub even the mayor's wife. Why is he so polite to me? An informed old doctor whispers, 3 years ago, during that medical dispute, if she hadn't sent a tip from prison, the clinic would have gone under. Johnny, she's awake. I hurry over. Nicola looks pale, glancing around. Just then, Nicola's phone rings. She answers. Big brother, I'm fine. Hearing the conversation, my eyes light up. In my previous life, Nicola's 2 brothers were underground boxing kings, later recruited by Alexander. In this life, I will recruit them first. That night, I stand in the dim light of the underground boxing arena. Inside the octagon, 2 men are shoved out roughly. Ricky, Jackson. Where are Ricky and Jackson? I want them.
Sophia, those 2 brothers have high spirits. Unless someone under you can defeat them.
I'll do it myself. I pick Jackson. He's stronger than his brother. The whole place erupts. I take off my jacket, revealing my slender wrists. Inside the cage, Jackson frowns.
I don't hit women.
Good. I'm not used to being hit either.
Fight!
The referee shouts begin, and Jackson pounces like a leopard. I sidestep, then suddenly sweep his leg. He stumbles half a step, surprise flashing in his eyes. After 3 moves, the audience sits up straight.
She's predicting all of Jackson's moves!
Do you submit?
Never.
I slowly increase the pressure. Intense pain hits, and Jackson's face turns purple. Ricky rushes in.
Let my brother go! It's you? You're the one who saved Nicola?
I'll cover all your contract break fees. Not only that, I'll also pay for all of Nicola's future medical expenses and resources. Now, are you willing to come with me? The 2 brothers exchange a glance and nod. Late at night, I stand outside my family villa's gate.
This family has a rule. The main gate is not opened after 9 p.m. Sophia, please use the side door.
I let out a cold laugh and have Jossie soak the gate with gasoline and set it on fire. Won't open? Then it'll never open again. My father rushes out with the rest of the family to put out the fire.
You unfully, daughter! How dare you set the family home on fire!
I look at father and smile. Now, may I come in? In my family living room, I sit on the sofa.
Sophia, what exactly do you want?
Within 1 week, give me 20 million. Otherwise, the evidence of your embezzlement and inflated costs will be sent to every company board member. Father's face is as seen, his eyes fixed on me.
20 million. I'll give it to you. But you must hand over the original evidence.
Money arrives, evidence gets destroyed.
Dad, you can't give it to her. She will never get satisfied.
I stand up, my gaze sweeping over Chloe. Chloe, don't rush. I'll settle the score with you slowly. With that, I leave with my head high. Behind me comes the sound of Vincent smashing things and Mother's sobbing. At the villa, I sit by the window, my gaze on Ricky and Jackson. I heard Alexander has private security. I want to send you to the training camp to learn skills. Are you any?
Whatever you command, miss. We would die for you.
In my previous life, they only gained their skills through struggling at the bottom. In this life, I'll take the shortcut. Late at night, I stand before the floor-to-glazing window in a coat, pen in hand, sketching on paper. That abandoned commercial district in the south, 3 years from now, it will become the city's most prosperous financial center. If I can buy it in advance, the profit will multiply at least tenfold. The next morning, I dial Alexander's number. Alexander, I have a sure-win business deal. When do you have time?
I have time now. How about we discuss it in person?
An hour later, Alexander arrives at the villa. Alexander, you can take a look at the proposal first. Alexander takes the proposal, his gaze lingering on the picture of the plot, his brow slowly furrows.
The abandoned commercial district in the south?
Yes, it doesn't look good now, but in the future it will make money, big money.
Washam you set nights on this plot?
Because I know this place will definitely become the city's most prosperous financial center. Alexander agrees, much more readily than I expected. The next day, Chloe actually comes to my door.
Sophia, Mom and Dad sent me to ask you to come home. They said, if you go back, everything before will be forgiven.
I almost laugh. Forgiven? What they owe me can't be repaid even with their lives. Go tell them. Get the 20 million ready. Otherwise, I'll see them at the board meeting.
Sophia, how can you be so heartless? Mom and Dad raised you.
Raised me? Abandoning me in the countryside to beg for food? That's raising me? Taking 3 years in prison for your crime. That's raising me? Chloe's face turns pale.
You've changed.
Get out. She bites her lip and leaves. I watch her back, remembering how she smiled standing over my dead body in my previous life. In this life, I will take back everything. At my family villa, Chloe exaggerates her tearful complaints. But what she doesn't know is that I've planted a listening device on her bag. She's not that country girl anymore. She's latched onto Alexander. Don't act rashly.
Mother, I have an idea. Betrothed her to someone else. Then Alexander won't care about her anymore.
Fine, let's do it. Even as a mistress to a rich family, that's more than she deserves.
Listening to their scheming, I smile. That night, a greasy voice comes through the phone.
Sophia, I'm Bernard. After we marry, can you give me a son?
What if it's a girl?
Give the girl away, then keep trying. Isn't that what women are for?
I hang up, call out my security, and have him teach Bernard a brutal lesson. The next day, my family calls the police. I'm taken to the station. Alexander comes to bail me out. Police station lobby. My family sees me released, their faces full of shock. How could you let her go? She's a born villain! When they see Alexander beside me, they all shut their mouths. In the car, Alexander and I sit side by side in the back.
Why me?
Because only you can shut them up. Alexander suddenly leans closer.
Using me?
Mutual benefit. Bernard's company exposes a scandal next week. The stock will plummet 30%. It's the perfect time to short. He suddenly grabs my chin, forcing me to look at him.
Sophia, who exactly are you?
Someone who doesn't want to be bullied by anyone ever again. He stares at me for a long time, then lets go.
Interesting.
tomorrow night at 7, accompany me to a banquet.
Why?
You need and tomorrow I need you.
The night of the banquet. Alexander stands at the door waiting for me. Alexander's face is expressionless, but his eyes keep glancing toward the door. In the banquet hall, Susie approaches, sweetly calling his name. Alexander frowns slightly. Suddenly, the banquet hall doors open. I walked into the banquet hall wearing an evening gown, the emerald necklace gleaming around my neck. The whole room falls silent. Alexander looks at me and freezes completely. Sorry I'm late. I walk arm in arm with Alexander. A group of reporters swarm around us, frantically asking if we're a couple. I speak first. I am Sophia. Currently, Alexander and I are just friends, getting to know each other. You wouldn't happen to be Vincent's sister who just got out of prison, would you? Just as I'm about to retort, Alexander speaks.
Susie, please watch your words.
Susie shuts her mouth. Alexander takes my hand and leads me away, leaving Susie standing there with an angry look on her face. The night breeze is cool. I stand alone on the terrace, enjoying the rare peace. Footsteps approach from behind. I turn and see a face strikingly similar to Alexander's. His name is Case, Alexander's younger brother.
Sophia, I heard you've been getting quite close to my brother lately.
Are you concerned about your brother's private affairs? He steps closer, reeking of alcohol and malice.
I'm here to remind you, stick with him, and you might find yourself sold out one day.
Are you trying to sow discord? His right hand sneaks into his pocket. I grab his wrist. A small remote control falls to the ground with a clatter. You dropped something. Case reaches for the remote control, but I pin him against the terrace railing.
Let me go.
I suggest you calm down. You wouldn't want the media to find out about this, would you? His face turns ashen, and he doesn't dare move anymore.
Who exactly are you?
Who I am doesn't matter. But I advise you, don't mess with me. I let go and turn to leave.
Father, the business-marriage alliance between me and Susie is unnecessary.
Is it because of Sophia?
Alexander says nothing. Susie's face is dark. Why? Am I inferior to that Sophia who just got out of prison? Alexander shows a rare flash of anger.
Susie, let me remind you once more. Watch your words. You have no right to speak about her.
Are you in love with her?
Who I'm in love with has nothing to do with you. If you keep making unreasonable scenes, I may have to reconsider the future cooperation between our families.
Susie's eyes widen in disbelief. She never imagined Alexander would be willing to give up cooperation with her family for me. The night is deep. The banquet is over. I stand at the villa entrance. Alexander walks over.
I'll take you home.
No need. I made plans with a friend. Suddenly, a sweet voice interrupts.
Alexander!
A glamorous woman in haute couture throws herself into Alexander's arms.
Surprise! I flew all the way back from Paris just for your birthday.
You two catch up. I won't intrude. I just turn around when Alexander grabs my wrist.
Wait.
I gently pull my hand back and point to the necklace around my neck. Alexander, your friend came from far away. You should entertain her properly. Besides, I need to return something. I turn and leave without looking back. Not far away, Kalett takes out his phone with a dark expression.
You can make the move now.
The car is driving down the road. The driver glances at the rearview mirror.
Miss, it seems like a car is following us.
I glance through the rear window. I take out my phone and dial a number. Sierra, someone wants to steal your necklace. As expected, an angry voice comes through the phone. What? Someone dares to try and steal my necklace?
I'll have someone handle it immediately.
After hanging up, a smile appears on my face. In less than 3 minutes, 3 SUVs suddenly turn out from the intersection ahead, blocking the black car behind. The black car is forced to stop. Inside, Case's face is dark.
Damn it, Sophia! Who the hell are you?
Inside the car, Alexander dials Sophia's number for the 3rd time. Still, the phone is off. He punches the steering wheel, makes a sharp turn, and the sports car speeds toward my family mansion. In my family living room.
Alexander, your presence truly honors our humble home.
Where is Sophia?
Chloe's face immediately lights up with a smile upon hearing this.
Did my sister cause trouble again? Alexander, please don't be too angry. She grew in the country, then 10 years in prison, so understable, wet rough around the edges.
Alexander's face darkens.
Shut up.
Chloe looks at Alexander in confusion, not knowing where she went wrong.
I hope this is the last time I hear you slander her. Otherwise, your family can wait to go bankrupt.
Chloe's face turns pale. She stands frozen in place.
1 a.m. The black sports car sits quietly at the villa entrance. Alexander smokes in silence.
Playing doorkeeper outside my house in the middle of the night?
Alexander gets out of the car, his eyes fist on me.
Sophia, you really make people want to lock you by their side.
Want to come in for some water?
Where's the emerald necklace?
I returned it. I only borrowed it for one night anyway.
Alexander's phone suddenly rings. The caller ID shows Camilla.
Alexander, did you find Sophia?
Yes.
I yawn and head toward the stairs.
Alexander, don't forget to lock the door.
Camilla has clearly heard my voice and hurriedly asks,
Alexander, where are you?
My schedule doesn't need to be reported to you.
Alexander hangs up. On the other end of the line, Camilla smashes her phone against the wall.
Sophia, I'll make you know who is truly worthy of Alexander.
Today is the day I go to my family to demand the money. I push the door open and walk in. The 5 members of my family all look at me in unison.
Morning. Is the money ready?
In your dreams.
Then I'll hold a press conference right now and tell the truth about what happened back then.
You! Don't forget, you're also a member of this family.
When you threw me in prison back then, why didn't you remember I was a family member?
Chloe rushes at me.
Sophia, you bitch!
I slap Chloe across the face. This slap is to teach you what manners mean. Finally, Father trembles as he signs the check.
$20 million. Take it and get out.
As I leave, Chloe glares at me venomously. I walk up to her and give a disdainful smile. You're next. I'm not in a hurry. Watching them lose what matters most, little by little, is far more satisfying than ending it directly. Leaving my family home, Ashley and I sit in a corner of the bar. She's a good friend I made in prison, but she's a police officer. A guy with dyed yellow hair is dropping a pill into a girl's drink. I put down my glass and walk over. Drugging someone? That's quite a move.
None of your business!
Police! Hand it over. Yellow hair is so scared he drops the pill and runs. Later, I'm helping a tipsy Ashley get ready to leave when the door is suddenly kicked open.
That's them!
Yellow hair rushes in with 5 or 6 thugs. Suddenly, several men in black appear and subdue the thugs in no time. Just as I'm wondering what's happening, Alexander walks into the room. I smile, my eyes hazy with drunkenness. What a coincidence. You're here drinking too? Alexander strides over and grabs my wrist.
Why aren't you answering your phone again?
Maybe it was too loud here. I didn't hear it.
Sophia, do you know how worried I've been about you?
I look at Alexander's handsome face. As if possessed, I lean in and kiss him.